देश का सबसे बड़ा
The Running Man 2025 is an upcoming dystopian action thriller film based on the famous 1982 novel The Running Man by Stephen King, originally published under the pseudonym Richard Bachman. The movie is a modern reimagining of the story and is not a direct remake of the 1987 film starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Instead, the 2025 version aims to stay closer to the darker and more serious tone of the original novel while updating the themes for a modern audience. Directed by Edgar Wright, known for his stylish filmmaking and sharp storytelling. The Running Man 2025 explores a brutal future where entertainment, media manipulation, and survival collide in a deadly reality television show. Movie titled The Running Man 2025 genre. Action, thriller, science fiction, dystopian director Edgar Wright is well known for films such as Baby Driver, Shaun of the Dead, and Last Night in Soho. With The Running Man, Wright brings a unique visual style, intense pacing, and emotional depth to a story that focuses on survival and social control. Based on novel, The Running Man 1982 author Stephen King as Richard Bachman. Release date United States theatrical release November 14, 2025 United Kingdom release November 2025 early screenings and general release worldwide release November 2025 the film is scheduled for a major global theatrical release followed by digital and streaming availability at a later date. Runtime approximately 130 to 135 minutes. Language: English. Main cast: Glenn Powell as Ben Richards, Josh Brolin, Coleman Domingo, Lee Pace, Michael Cera, William H. Macy, Amelia Jones. Jamie Lawson, Daniel Ezra, Sean Hayes. The cast includes a mix of established stars and rising talent, adding emotional weight and variety to the film's characters. Story overview: The Running Man 2025 is set in a near-future dystopian society where the government controls the population through fear, poverty, and mass entertainment. Television has become the most powerful weapon, and the most popular show on air is The Running Man, a deadly reality TV competition watched by millions. The concept of the Game Men, the show. Contestants known as runners must survive for 30 days while being hunted by professional assassins called hunters. The entire chase is broadcast live across the country. Viewers are encouraged to help track runners by reporting sightings, turning ordinary citizens into participants in the hunt. The longer a runner survives, the more money their family earns. However, very few contestants ever make it to the end. A live. Main plot: the story follows Ben Richards, a working-class man struggling to survive in a harsh and unjust system. His daughter is seriously ill, and he has no money to afford proper medical treatment. With no other options left, Ben volunteers to participate in The Running Man, fully aware that it could cost him his life. At first, Ben is portrayed by the media as a criminal and enemy of society. The show manipulates footage and news reports to make the audience hate him. However, as Ben continues to survive against impossible odds, public opinion begins to shift. Unlike previous contestants, Ben refuses to follow the rules of the game. He fights back, exposes the lies behind the show, and slowly becomes a symbol of resistance against a corrupt system. His survival is no longer just about money, becomes a fight for truth, freedom, and humanity. Themes and messages. 1. Media manipulation. The film strongly criticizes how media can shape public opinion, spread lies, and dehumanize individuals for entertainment and profit. Point 2. Reality TV culture. The Running Man presents an extreme version of reality television, questioning society's obsession with watching suffering as entertainment. 3. Class inequality. The story highlights the gap between the rich and the poor, showing how desperate people are exploited by powerful systems. 4. Survival and resistance. At its core, the film is about survival, not just physical survival, but moral survival in a world designed to crush individuality. 5. Truth versus propaganda. The government-controlled media spreads propaganda, while the truth is hidden. Ben's journey exposes the cost of truth in a controlled society. Differences from the 1987 film. The 2025 version is darker and more serious, closer adaptation of Stephen King's novel, less comedy. More realism, stronger focus on media control, and social commentary, more intense and emotional storytelling. Production details. Production company. Major Hollywood studio production. Filming locations: United Kingdom, Europe, and studio sets. Visual style: gritty, futuristic, realistic dystopia. Music: intense electronic and orchestral score to match the tension. Why this movie is highly anticipated, based on a legendary Stephen King novel, directed by Edgar Wright. Modern themes relevant to today's digital and media-driven world. Strong cast with powerful performances, a fresh take on a classic dystopian story. Expected audience: fans of dystopian and sci-fi movies. Stephen King readers, action thriller lovers, viewers interested in social and political commentary, fans of dark, intense storytelling. Conclusion: The Running Man 2025 is shaping up to be a powerful, thought-provoking dystopian thriller that goes far beyond simple action. With a strong story, modern themes, and a talented cast, the film aims to challenge viewers while delivering intense entertainment. It is not just a movie about running for survival. It is a story about fighting a system built on lies, fear, and control. As society becomes increasingly driven by media and spectacle, The Running Man feels more relevant than ever.